Hey guys, Sam here from KeyCommerce.com. In this video, you're going to learn how to make your Google Shopping campaigns profitable. If your campaigns aren't profitable, you're losing money every single day. Here's how we make these campaigns profitable. First, we understand what profitability means and how to calculate it. Then we learn what ROAS is and how do we see this in our Google Ads account. Then we'll learn the optimizations that you can make to make your Google Shopping campaigns profitable. Let's get into it. Okay, so what are profits? Profits simply is the amount of money that you get after getting all the money from your sales, paying for your suppliers, and then paying for your other expenses. For example, you sell $1,000 worth of products for your e-commerce store. It costs you $500 to buy these products from your suppliers. Then you have to pay your other expenses, which totals about $200 for this month. These are things like payment processing fees, Shopify plugins, and anything else. This leaves you with $300 in your bank account at the end of the month. This $300 is our net profit. You then divide this amount, $300, by your total sales, $1,000, to get your net profit margin, which is 30%. Now that you know what profits are, let's learn what ROAS is. ROAS is your return on ad spend, ROAS. To calculate your ROAS, just get your total sales revenue and divide it by the amount of money that you spent on your ads. For example, if you got $1,000 in sales from Google Ads and you spent $250 to acquire those clicks to get those sales, your ROAS would be 4. You can also say 400%, but I think it's a lot easier to just say 4. Now that we know what our actual ROAS is, we also want to calculate our break-even ROAS. The break-even ROAS is the minimum ROAS we need from our campaigns to break even, meaning to make profits. We use this to look at our account and to know if things are actually profitable. We can also use this to adjust our goals for our campaigns, to point them in the right direction and optimize them. For example, if we know that our break-even ROAS is 3 and our campaign got a ROAS of 4, we know it's profitable. But if your break-even ROAS is 3, but your actual ROAS is 2, you know that it's not profitable and you lost money. You're essentially losing money with these campaigns and you need to fix them. As you can see, knowing your break-even ROAS tells us what decisions we need to make in our account to get it profitable. It keeps you data-driven, always pointing towards profits as your ultimate goal. Now, just so you know, this video here is actually part of our free Google Shopping course. It shows you everything you need to set up, optimize, and scale your shopping campaigns to 100K per month or more. In this free course, we break down everything you need to optimize your accounts based on your break-even and your goal ROAS. I'll leave a link to this free course down below. Okay, so how do you calculate your break-even ROAS and your profit margin? I'll teach you that right now. We're going to use our profit calculating templates. I'm leaving a link to this template below this video. Go and download it for yourself so we can calculate the profits and break-even ROAS for your store. Pause the video now and go get it. Once you have the sheet open, let's get into it. Okay, if you have a new store that's just getting started, then you may have to make some educated guesses here. Ideally, you'll have at least 6 months of data to use in determining the average percentage of profit you make per sale. If you don't have any sales yet, that's okay. Just put in the amounts that make sense in a hypothetical situation. For example, if you sell $10,000 worth of products, how much would you pay your suppliers for that amount of products? And how much in expenses would you pay? First, add in your sales in this first section here. Let's say $100,000 over the last 12 months. The next box is for what's called cost of goods sold. This is how much your products cost from your supplier. Say you have 2 products here. For the inventory of product 1, you spent $20,000. For the inventory of product 2, you spent $30,000. Now, this is important. The amounts you put in here directly relate to the sales above. The $100,000 above should be the $100,000 in sales for the cost of the product you bought here. This will then show us the total cost of goods sold, in our case, $50,000. The next section calculates your gross profit. This is just your total sales minus the total cost of goods sold. Then we have your gross profit margin of 50% too. Next, we'll enter your expenses. First, we have your fixed expenses. These are expenses you need to pay for your store, even if you sell 0 products. These are things like Shopify app subscriptions or anything like that. I've made it so that you can put the cost per month, the number of months, and it calculates the total cost. Make sure the number of months is the length of the period for which you sold your products in the first box. For example, if it took you 3 months to sell that amount of products, then put 3 months. Next, we have our variable expenses. These are expenses that increase as we sell more products. A good example are any payment processing fees.
We have to pay a fee on these for each credit card transaction, so these go up with each sale. Another is shipping, so they're in there too. This then gives our total expenses at the bottom. This then allows you to calculate your net profit margin, and finally, your break-even ROAS. This is all done for you with the formulas in our sheet. We now know that we need each $1 of advertising spend to make us at least $2.26 in sales for us to break even. Anything above, we make profits. Anything below, we lose money and we make a loss. This lets us know if our ads are profitable or not. With this break-even ROAS of $2.26, we know that the metric of ROAS, or conversion value over cost, inside our Google Ads account must be at least 2.26 in order for us to be profitable. This is an easy metric we can check anytime we want. Just open up the Google Ads account and show the column called conversion value over cost. You'll find this metric viewable all through your Google Ads account. So you can see if certain campaigns, ads, or even search queries are profitable for your store.
Okay, now that we know what's profitable and what's not, what do we do about it? Now, I'm going to briefly go over what we actually do to optimize Google Shopping campaigns, but each of these requires an in-depth tutorial, which is all part of our free Google Shopping course. I'll leave a link to these videos down below that goes into each one of these. There are 3 main things that we can do to optimize our Google Shopping campaigns to generate more profits. 1. Optimize our bidding strategy. This is the bidding strategy for our Google Shopping campaigns. It tells Google the goal and the direction for the campaign. There are several bidding strategies that you can choose from. If you're using a manual bidding strategy, you'll need to adjust the product's bid based on the profitability of each product. We have a video on how to do this step by step. I'll leave a link to that video down below. If you're using the target ROAS bidding strategy, you'll need to set a target or a goal ROAS based on your break-even ROAS and your goals. We go over this in our bidding strategy video in our free Google Shopping course. Go and check that out. Next, we want to be adding negative keywords. Negative keywords are keywords that you add into your Google Shopping campaign to tell Google what not to show your ads for. For example, we may start our Google Shopping campaigns and we see that the algorithm has got a bit stuck and it's showing our products to people that aren't a good fit. For example, we're selling power drills and it's showing for people searching for power drill toys. Obviously, we don't want to sell our power drills to people looking for gifts for children. So we add toy as a negative keyword to our Google Shopping campaign. Now, we have a full video on adding negative keywords. It's in our free Google Shopping course, so I'll leave a link to that down below. The next big optimization we need to be doing is optimizing our product feed. This is by far the best thing you can do to improve and to scale a Google Shopping campaign. This involves adjusting the product attributes in our product feed based on what people are searching and what people are buying. You're basically feeding Google's algorithm with better data about your products so they can show them in front of the right people. Very few people do this properly for their e-commerce store and has the biggest impact on getting the sales and profits that you want. Now, we also have a full tutorial on how to optimize your product data and your product feed. I'll leave a link down below. That's it, guys. I've left a lot of resources below this video. Go and check those out. And if you're already generating over 20K in monthly sales for your e-commerce store and you want to scale to 7 figures and above, book a time with my team and I. Every single month, we're scaling up dozens of e-commerce stores with Google Ads, Facebook ads, and conversion rate optimization. You can meet with my team and I, and we'll talk through how we would do this for your own store. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Make sure to click here for the next video in the free course, and I'll see you there.